spoke about some of the accommodations to consider when taking them through the hiring process, in particular when you're interviewing them. But what other considerations should we think of as well? In the circumstance of work, flexibility is really one of the key things, or remote work options. I know for the role that I do in the SaaS business that I'm working in, it's a remote hybrid organization, and the size of the business allows for the opportunity, or allowed me the opportunity, to take on this role remotely. And perhaps it's because of the level of expertise that I have had in the past, the fact that I have worked remotely before across different geographies. I'm used to it. So in that circumstance, it makes sense. So have that conversation and figure it out and see if it's a possibility, both from the standpoint of, can the company offer it, but also, are they comfortable with that setup as well, personally? There are some organizations out there who are hybrid and offer on-site childcare options nearby. I know there are some employers in the past that had assisted with this, and it is quite useful. There are some scenarios where, people do go on maternity leave, and when they come back, this is of high consideration. Childcare is the number one thing they think of before they go, all right, am I even ready to come back to work and do this job? So being in a circumstance where you're offering someone a role, and if you do have childcare facilities on site or nearby in an organization, it's a big win, and it helps alleviate that stress. And it means when that person arrives to work, they could really focus on their role. Allowances that can be offered to reduce the cost of childcare. So in many circumstances within the community that I'm a part of, fellow mums, they haven't returned to work because childcare costs are actually more than the salary that they would be receiving, which is sad, really. And in many circumstances, that could be one of the reasons why we don't have enough women in the workforce in particular disciplines. So why not help to increase that stat by offering allowances and reducing the cost for childcare? Parental leave versus personal carers leave. I know, there are offerings in businesses where you can take annual leave, and there are some circumstances where parents actually use that annual leave to take care of their children because they may have exhausted their own personal carers leave. So being able to have flexibility with the time off policies and understanding the responsibilities of the single parent are really critical. So understanding is the key thing here.